Fight fans all over the world, it's Daddy P with Slap Happy Gorilla. What? Canelo. Hey, listen, David Benavidez, it just went down. Check it. David Benavidez just beat none other than Demetrius Andrade in a one-sided shellacking. That was, hey, look, man, look. I got to say this about this young man. David Benavidez is a dog, bro. Not just a dog. David Benavidez is the Mexican monster. I don't even know how to say how he say it now. He doesn't change. It ain't the Mexican monster. It's El Monstro. Hey, I don't know how to say it, man. But I'm going to just tell you this. That's him. David Benavidez just disposed of Demetrius Andrade. Hey, and I gotta say this too. Demetrius Andrade is a dog. Look, he was all but out of the fight, and he continued to throw punches, combinations. Hey, very tenacious, man. His corner stopped the fight, but he wasn't a quitter in that ring, bro. But anyway, back to Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. Canelo. Nah, I'm just clowning, but for real, bro, listen. David Benavidez, I don't know what else he got to do to get Canelo Alvarez to fight him. But I'm going to tell you this right here, bro. He just showed the world, bro, that it is his time, it's his era. Hey, 168 pounds. Hey, probably even 175. Look out, because here he come. 168 pounds, listen. He's been a champion twice at the weight class. WBC champion. You know, and everybody who been watching boxing for any amount of time knows that David Benavidez lost his strap, you know, outside of the ring. You know, some things that happened outside of the ring. It was nothing. Nobody took his title. He got his title stripped. One time, he missed the weight. That was around coronavirus when they were fighting in the bubble. Another time, you know, he got caught. He pissed dirty for cocaine. So, I mean, whatever. But the young man is a championship level fighter. You know, he been wanting Canelo Alvarez, because right after that last time his belt got took, Canelo Alvarez came to scoop it up. They let him fight for the vacant title, and you know, took the man belt. So, well, it wasn't his belt no more. Hey, he lost it. Hey, I got to say this too. Look, it ain't nobody's fault but his that he lost the belt. So, I mean, I can't defend that in any way, good or bad. It's just facts are just facts. So Canelo Alvarez did what he was supposed to do. I ain't gonna say like he did anything underhanded. But ever since he had the belt, David Benavidez been calling him out. And now, David Benavidez done been through Caleb Plant, now another championship pedigree fighter, Demetrius Andrade, who is a very good boxer. Listen. Now he had a few years on some miles, but he ain't really been in no dog fights. And I'm talking about Demetrius Andrade. So he still should have been pretty fresh, is my point. You know what I'm saying? He ain't been in no big time dog fights. This is the first time we really got to see his actual metal, like what he made of, how his heart is. You know what I'm saying? Because he had to dig deep and try to fight back. But hey, Benavidez was a lot too much for him, man. The young bull has retired the matador, and I'm gonna tell you this: I think Andrade comes back. He said he will come back. But what I mean by he retired the Matador, look, man, he sat the Matador down for real. And I'm gonna tell you this: Benavidez showed us a few things in the fight. I mean, we already knew he was a dog. We already knew he was a beast. We already knew all this here, man. But what the thing that I'm gonna say is, look, he disposed of a guy with not only in professional rankings, he's a championship pedigree fighter. He also, this guy from the amateurs was a highly touted amateur, you know, Olympic pedigree. This guy been boxing and doing, hey, look, this guy is a very knowledgeable boxer, high IQ boxer that has some pop in his punch. You know what I'm saying? Hey, he been dropping guys. You know what I'm saying? Andrade is not a pushover, you know, and he's a thinker in the ring. So now you mean to tell me David Benavidez has sat down a thinking man's type of boxer? Look, everybody talking about he the most ducked by all the champions, all this here. Look, hey, but David Benavidez ain't ducking. And David Benavidez sat him down. And, you know, it was a good fight while it lasted. And I'm going to say it like that. I ain't trying to embarrass nobody. No, it was a good fight. But while it lasted, it was a good fight for, you know, it showed us something about both guys. But the thing about what's next for this young man is he needed that type of performance. And everybody was saying, look, in order for him to get the Canelo fight, he needs to perform like this or like that or whatever. Well, however, like this and that is, that was it. He did it. He showed us that he is ready for all on-comers. And like I said, even 175, he told 175, y'all look out, he coming, you know. But he was saying in the interview, hey, look, he ain't going nowhere. He really want that Canelo Alvarez fight. And what I really believe is if Canelo will fight him, he's waiting him out. He's waiting till it's hard for him to make 168. Like I say, he already lost the belt on the scale before, you know. And this was, hey, this is some time ago when COVID was like real, like at a high volume, and you know they was allowing the boxers to fight in a bubble. So that was his. I'm gonna call it an excuse. That was his excuse. But still, he missed weight. So what that does tell you is it is a challenge for him to make the weight. Canelo knows this, man. Canelo is not a fool. Y'all trust me. Y'all, hey, a lot of Canelo Alvarez fans might try to act certain way, man. Y'all know what time it is. Hey, Canelo Alvarez is waiting David Benavidez out. Either he's gonna wait till it's hard for him to make the weight, or until he move out the weight class and call him out. I promise you. But I mean, I'm hearing that he's a little more open to the fight. You know, that's the rumor that he want to Cinco de Mayo against somebody, and then that next fight in 24 that he usually fight, well, towards the end of 24, if he fight, you know, the last time, whatever, in September, on Mexican Independence Day, around that weekend or whatever. So, like, he's saying that, yeah, he's probably open to that. That's what the rumor is anyway. But that's a whole, man, look, that's a whole almost year down the line, bro. And that's why I say he waiting David Benavidez out. He waiting him out. Because this guy, every year that passes, is going to be harder for this young man to make 168. Lesson. Canelo Alvarez knows this. I really think it's very strategic on his part. But look, I really believe this guy deserves this fight for Cinco de Mayo. And hey, look, if Canelo Alvarez wants to like take his legacy to the next level, fight that man next, man. Fight David Benavidez. Your legacy will be sealed. And that's win, lose, or draw, bro. Win, lose, or draw. Canelo Alvarez, look. Canelo Alvarez, like, he was already, hitting stardom. And he had the golden boy behind him at the time. And even before he fought Floyd Mayweather, he was like this up-and-coming next guy. Because Floyd Mayweather was the guy. I'm talking about as far as bringing in revenue, to the sport of boxing. And getting actual crossover fans, Floyd a bad man for businessman-wise, Floyd is a bad man. I got to say that. But Floyd knew that at a time when they were trying to find people to fight him. Oh, Floyd should fight him. Floyd should fight him. They brought up Canelo Alvarez, and Floyd Mayweather took the challenge and beat him. And beat a young Canelo Alvarez. Canelo Alvarez didn't have no little bit of fights when he fought him neither. He was a very experienced fighter. Y'all know Canelo Alvarez started real young in Mexico. He started fighting, in Mexico you could be fighting, you like 15, 16 as a professional. So Canelo started very young fighting, and he had plenty of fights under his belt when he fought Floyd Mayweather, and Floyd Mayweather took him to school. But since that fight, since Floyd Mayweather retired, Canelo Alvarez has been the man. You know how the passing of the torch go. You know how it go. Even though he lost that fight to Floyd Mayweather, it was a passing of the torch, and Canelo Alvarez's career has done nothing but soar since then. But bro, you finna get broke down, so it's like, hey, you might as well pass the torch. Pass the torch, man. Do the favor like Floyd done you. Floyd wasn't scared to fight you. But hey, it is what it is, man. But I don't want to take anything away from the performance that David Benavidez put on tonight. It was a very good showing of himself, simply because he got rid of a boxer that's this is his first loss, never been knocked out at all, because he just ain't lost no fights. But it's a TKO for him. He just beat a real boxer, a thinker, a shaker, and a mover, that was looking for a good fight himself. Y'all know Demetrius Andrade, his career has been somewhat lackluster. I'm going to say it like that. But to me, fighting Andrade, you got nothing else to prove, bro. Hey, you got nothing else to prove. I got to take my hat off to the young man, to Demetrius Andrade, for even going into that fight. But, hey, I ain't gonna say a star is born and all that, but we got a new nightmare in town. We already knew that, so it really ain't new. But man, look, it just seems new all over again where you get a performance like that under your belt. This is Daddy P. Like, hate, comment, subscribe. What y'all think, man? Even Terrence Crawford saying he want to see Canelo Alvarez and Benavidez. He said that in the interview. I think it was with Fight Hype. He was like, they was asking him questions about David Benavidez. He was telling them, man, how the man's speed and all this here, coming in behind a jab. He say, man, this man ready for Canelo. And they was asking, because Terrence Crawford, he really want to fight Canelo too. But he wasn't selfish. He know that this was this man's night. He wasn't trying to steal his shine or nothing. He gave the man the props. Say, hey, he ready for Canelo, period. So then they were asking him some more questions, and he was like, yeah, we just got to see that fight. He said everybody want to see that fight anyway. So even Terrence Crawford said, a guy who want Canelo bad. He say, man, everybody want to see. He want to see the fight too. Man, everybody and their mama want to see this fight. So, Canelo, where you at? Let's get it. This Daddy P. Like, hate, comment, subscribe to the channel. Hit that bell icon so you can be notified every time it goes down. This is Daddy P. Out of there.